The Lantern Man. There's a stretch of woods outside a small village in Punjab that no one talks about after dark. No one builds near it, no one walks past it, and no one, under any circumstances, lights a lantern near it. The story is always the same. They say if you're alone at night and you carry a lantern through those woods, a second light will appear beside you. It'll look small, harmless, maybe even comforting. But you must not follow it, you must not speak to it, and whatever you do, never ever turn your back on it. I didn't believe any of it. Of course, I was a skeptic, a journalist, and like a fool, I made it my mission to document the so-called Lantern Man. I arrived in the village, asked around, and was met with terrified silence. An old man finally spoke to me in a trembling voice. Greater than you'll think, it's a flame. But it's an eye, one that's been watching for centuries. It doesn't flicker, it breathes. I laughed. That night, I packed my gear and entered the woods with a lantern in hand. The forest was unnaturally silent. No crickets, no wind, just darkness and the occasional crunch of my own footsteps. I walked for about 20 minutes, whispering notes into my recorder. Then I saw it, another light, just behind a tree to my left, same size as my lantern, but bluish cold. I felt drawn to it. I called out, thinking maybe it was another traveler. No response. The light moved slightly, swaying side to side like it was beckoning me. I approached. As I got closer, I realized the light wasn't attached to anything. No handle, no source. It just floated. The moment I got within 10 feet, it winked out, and suddenly, I wasn't alone. A tall figure stood where the light had been, dressed in black robes that whispered like dry leaves. His head was covered in a cloth sack, but it glowed faintly from the inside like the flame had moved into his skull. I stepped back. He stepped forward. The forest twisted behind me, trees shifting, paths vanishing. My lantern dimmed. Then his voice crawled into my head. You lit the way. Now I walk behind you forever. I ran. Branches clawed at my face. My lantern sputtered. I screamed, but the forest swallowed the sound. The trees bent inward, forcing me down a single narrow path. I stumbled into the village, collapsed near a temple, and passed out. When I woke up, it was morning. I tried to leave the village the next day, but every road bent back toward the forest. GPS failed. Cars stalled. I'm still here, but it's worse than that, because every night when I try to sleep, I see a second light glowing just outside my window. It doesn't move, it waits, and it breathes. They say the Lantern Man never kills. Right away, he follows you, watches you, until the day your lantern dies out. And on that day, he lights yours with his own flame.